You very much, Malgozada, to initiate the creating of the circle. And thank you, Alexandra, to join us. Now, the only thing is, Malgozada, we need to write your cities. We should write your cities also, where you're located.
So it will be a good competition for you. Rzeszów.
Yeshov. Yeshov.
Yes.
Yes. What I will do is I should open it in the map and see where Yeshov is. When you write the name there, I'll check on the map.
Okay, I will write it in the chat, okay?
Yes.
So,
but what I'm going to do is, Malgozada, what I'll do is I'll just take you through what is the World Mediation Circle, what is the idea behind it, and then if you want to, what I'll do is let me put up the website in Polish. What about that? Let's put it out in Polish, and I'll just take you through the basic concept, and then we will discuss and your thoughts on how to take it through. So this is basically mediatorvikram.com. I've translated it through Google Translate. So I don't know whether the translation is going to be good or not. I can't say. I don't know how that reads. Advocate, golfista, mediator. Is that read all right?
yes.
Okay, perfect. What is, okay, Rozjemka is peacemaker, is it?
Yes, peacemaker.
Okay, because this is the only little worry when you are actually going through Google Translate, because you don't know what is going to come out from there. But this is what we're doing today. Launch of the Poland Mediation Circle, which is circle number 34. And all the contact details or whatever. You can click here, send a WhatsApp message. This, of course, doesn't read like that. There is no A and though in my name. But if it sounds good, I'm okay with that. So what do we call it?
There is an error that I can see. It's join to revolution of what? Of a revolution of connection.
Resolution. It's called the join the resolution revolution.
Yes, and resolution here it went into specific technique, so it couldn't live like that. So I don't know, but it's a revolution of resolution conflict, not in that context. It's not good translated.
Yeah, because the thing is, I haven't written conflict or dispute. I said resolution. So that's the way I wanted to put it out. Resolution of various kinds, maybe. Why not? So then what do we have? This is the World Mediation Circle, little bit about that as to, I mean, part of the resolution revolution and the World Mediation Circle being a worldwide web of mediation circles, which I'll take you through that what are the circles which have been created. So now definition, we needed a definition of mediation. So I took this from the Singapore Convention, but I added these three words that you see in italics, which is, I don't know whether it's translating all right, but basically voluntary and informal. That aspect is missing from there when I wanted to be the informal and the voluntary process. And basically the Singapore Convention removed these words, were not part of that because mediation is developing through the court system, which definitely I have an issue with. So these words go out from there. And the other part is the trusted person, that there should be a trusted person, which also might be missing in that kinds of concept. So so the humanistic approach, the heart soul spirituality concept, which is what I put out there, and attempt to heal and strengthen relationships. For me, that's an important part also. Now, as we move around, Margazata, the concept is that these are safe spaces for conversations, dialogue, collaboration, and consensus building. I mean, obviously, with mediators being part of that whole process, without debates, activism, or advocacy. So those areas exist, but these spaces for dialogue and consensus building have not been created, because on that side, activism, advocacy definitely has, I mean, let's say, I mean, I keep saying money-making aspect, and these areas where you get people together, it doesn't maybe serve people's purpose. So those spaces are missing. So that's what we are creating. So it's a community within a community of like-minded people who believe that these disputes and conflicts should be resolved amicably. and people who want to collaborate. So I'll take you what the concept behind the people who will be part of that. And then the larger concept of redefining politics at local, national, and global level by moving from the colonial legacy of divide and rule to consensus building with mediators as leaders. So, and that's the larger vision. But we, of course, are taking the steps today. We launch this circle, we get people in, but we should have that objective also, the larger purpose that we are saying. So it's not just come, you have a dispute. Okay, start with that, but become part of the community. Because, like you've seen in Medianos, when a person experiences conflict resolution, their concept of the way they look at people and relationships and conflict changes. So that's what we want people to do. And then when they come together, so there will be, say, definitely more, I mean, the energy, that good energy that comes. So schools, colleges, organizations, and communities, that we definitely make them there, but also issue based, which again, I'll take you through what are the issue based ones that have been created. And then we
Also
have,
what? Sorry, Vikram. What
yeah,
did you say?
issue
Also
based,
what?
issue. Like right now, I created one which is the Israel Palestine mediation circle.
Okay.
Then we can have a Russia Ukraine mediation circle. So it could be some issue. Then we have the global climate change mediation circle. So those kind of circles which are issue based also, because people are interested to resolve those, and we need that activity at the local, national, and global level. So now who becomes part of it? One, the people who have the mediator mindset. Now, for me, qualifications, certifications, accreditations have no meaning. It is your mindset. And that's the kind of people we have to bring from all walks of life, anywhere in schools, colleges, communities, they all exist, but they're not identified. So we are getting out there, we're just asking people who are those people who help people resolve conflicts or disputes or fights or disagreements or misunderstandings, whatever word you want to use, please tell us. Then we bring them in. We bring them into the circle. And then from there, that community develops, people get to identify them and think, okay, so this is a person who has the skill of a mediator. But we also need the peacemakers. These are the people who bring people together. So they might not have the skill of a mediator, but they have the skill of bringing people together. And that by itself is a very important aspect of the whole process, because everyone can't bring people together to sit down and try to resolve conflicts. So that person, that's a peacemaker. And then you have the people who have the mindset that yes, we should resolve our disputes and conflicts and misunderstandings and fights, whatever, again, whatever word you want to use, to resolve them amicably, collaborate. The relationships are important. Let's maintain them. Let's heal them. Let's strengthen them. So all those people should be part of the circle. So it's not just the mediators and peacemakers. We have to bring those people in also. So here there's a click to, you can click here. You can put your, this is, if you want to join the circle, you can click here and fill the form. And that's how it is. So basically what are we doing? We're developing a culture of mediation and a mediation mindset, and then collaboration, skill development, and all that is there. So that's this part of what the World Mediation Circle is. Here, what you find is the various circles that have been created, right? So what I do is one, you can see the names and the launch, whatever launches and other event, gatherings and all we have. So first we have the launch, then we have gatherings of the circle. So up till now, I'll take you through the circles. What are the circles? But up till now, whatever, if you have any questions, clarifications required, here you find whatever events happen in the year. So here you'll have date wise, whatever has happened and what's coming up. So you'll find that here. So all the YouTube links are here. So you can go here and what is coming up. Let me see. March 13th. I can't even read what it says, but 13th, 30 March is today. Yes. So
Now I understand
14th is
why
15th. Yeah.
uh, why now I understand why you weren't able to send me documents in time.
Yes, exactly. That's what I don't want it to the project to get affected in any way, because there is too much happening. But thank you very much for asking me to be part of it. So what do we have now? We have some, okay, all that is coming. Various ones are coming up. So all that is coming up. So Alexandra Malgorzata, up till now, any questions, any clarifications?
So I have only one clarification for the translation because it's important. Everything is okay, apart the translation of your motto, of your title of the cycle. This is important. So I can suggest you something, okay? Because it's not well understood in Poland, will not be good
Okay,
understanding.
suppose let me put it up in on Google
But maybe
Translate.
you could
One sec.
use ChatGPT, for example, to say what will give you
Oh,
revolution resolution.
you want
Because
do you want
resolution
this? You want this? You want it like this? You want it like that?
better
Which I
because
yeah. No, I'll tell you why I
yeah,
removed.
I know that you don't want it, but resolution is also the technical thing about resolution of the screen, for example. And in Polish, it was translated as a resolution of screen. So it doesn't matter with mediation.
Okay, we'll remove it. We'll call it the conflict resolution revolution. Okay, we'll put it up there. Not a problem. It just sounded too big. It was like resolution revolution is nice and small, really looks nice, but
Yeah.
not a problem. We'll make it conflict resolution revolution because you're right. In every language, it'll look different and people won't understand. So, are we a TV repair company or are we
I'm
conflict?
also sworn translator, so if you ask me, my opinion, I have to be correct.
Done. Not a problem. But up till now, whatever I said about the World Mediation Circle, any questions, anything that you feel?
What I wanted to share that I am really grateful for all job you are doing for the peace in the world, for peace in the world generally, and maybe this sad reflection that I have never thought that I I will have to go through all these thoughts. I am currently I am waking up with them. So even if I have all documents, in case I should move from my home, even
Yeah.
in the perspective of this, what about my children if we have to move, I don't know, during the night and leave everything we have? What about my animals? What about my home? What about my elder mother? And to be honest, I have never thought it will happen in my life. And it's about like that. And what we can do, I don't have a response now, but what I'm sure we should do is to first to have a revolution of resolution inside us. So we should start with us and then start with small societies, I can say, neighborhood, our workplace, our friends, our families, and then we can switch into resolution of conflict in the world. Because if our mindset is the division between black and white, it there will be no change, no change. So I am happy for the what you are doing from the like inclusive, for the inclusive part of society, to leave the message that this is important, because maybe we are too busy about our beautiful lives that we have never expected it will touch us.
And I think what we need to do is where your thoughts are coming from to explain to people where you are located and why those thoughts are coming. So let's put it up here. So let's put this up. So this is where you are, and this
Yes,
is where the Ukraine border is, right?
yes.
This
And
this
Rzeszów is the latest airport. when you see, for example, diplomats coming and going to Ukraine, they for sure land in Rzeszów, then take a train and going by train to Ukraine.
So this is where the border is. So this is the border. Is that the border? This is where they go from.
Yes, I think so. One of the borders, because we have more. Okay, yes.
But how much time? But how much time does how far are you from the border in terms of
1
time?
hour. 1
Exactly.
hour.
So that's what people have to understand, that your thoughts, you are right where things are happening, and obviously, like you said, worried about family, worried about yourself, your mother, and everyone. So this is what it is. But look, why I want to put this out as to my thought and vision about it is that up till now, what's happened is definitely, like I told you, activism, advocacy, and all those things go on. But what about those people who are all out there, who have that mediator, peacemaker mindset? They have the mindset, yes, everyone should sit together and resolve conflict. They're all there. No one gets them together because it doesn't serve anyone's purpose to bring them together. Only when you make people fight do you make money. That's simple. That's what the whole concept, and that's how the society we've developed is a materialistic society. And if we see, I mean, if you go deep into any of these conflicts, you do find that yes, there is an arms industry which is making lots of money out of it. They want that. They will do whatever they can to create conflicts all over the world. It's their business. So you are fighting with someone whose business is to make war. So someone is benefiting from it. So there's lots that happening on that end. What can we really do? So I said, let's go down to the grassroots level, into every family, like you said. Look into yourself. Definitely, a person with like you with a mediator mindset definitely is reflecting upon themselves. You are evolving within yourself. So that's what we need. People like you for that. So you have the mediators, you have the peacemakers, getting them together. Like we are starting small, but we are also going global. So we're starting small, saying every family should create a mediation circle. Every school should do it. College should do it. Every organization should do it. Every community should do it. Bring those people out, identify them, value them. The most important thing is those people are not valued. It's their way of life. You come in immediately. You find out someone has an issue. You come in immediately and say, okay, how can I help? Let me get you together. It's not valued because it's just part of you. So bring them out, value them, create a little. We're just, what are we doing? We're just, it's just a informal structure. We are not saying create an organization. We're saying just come together, create a space where you can all come together, have good conversations. You can have dialogue about. One is, of course, resolving your interpersonal disputes or conflicts. What about local issues? So we start from there. This community is going to actually work to resolve local issues to start with, but also we are looking at the global issues, because finally that kind of a atmosphere which is created locally translates into national, and obviously the people who we bring out globally, the what we see, there is this kind of a reflection what happens at a local level. So that's why I said we are creating a space, redefining politics long term. It's not a short term activity, it's a long term thing, because it takes time to develop this. But long term, like I said, told you, is that you redefine politics, you move from divide and rule to consensus building with mediators as leaders. So mediators have an important role, and that's what you see if you actually on a global level. We don't see all that because one, of course, all this is controlled by someone else, whether the politicians themselves even control things, or this huge arms industry which is there, is that controlling things. Capitalism is obviously an issue where people are making money out of all this. So all those things will happen. So let's just bring people together, and we have someone who's joined. Anna has joined, and her audio is connecting right now. So this is how we start with a simple question that you send out to everyone you know. Do you know someone who helps people resolve conflicts, fights, disputes, disagreements, misunderstandings? Let's get those names. So next time we meet, normally what I do is that every month on the same day, we can do Friday. Today's what Friday of the month? Today is the
Yeah.
third Friday. Today is the third Friday of the month. So every third Friday of the month, same time we can meet. Now we'll bring those people into our meeting, into our gathering. That I call them gatherings. We'll call those people. My idea was that let those people share their experiences. One, to tell us, so and so helped me resolve this. So it's a very specific thing they will talk about. So let's not talk about general conflicts should be resolved amicably. A lot of that has happened. Actual situations. Alexandra helped someone resolve something. What was the issue? Talk about the issue. This could be as simple as a relationship issue, could be a property issue, could be a commercial dispute, doesn't matter. As simple or as complex, doesn't matter. Come and share your experience. So one, people get to know that okay, Alexandra has that mindset and she helps someone resolve something. On the other end, those experiences people relate to. Oh yes, I also have an issue like that. Oh, this can be resolved like that. Not, I didn't think it could be resolved. So they're actually listening to people's experiences and then getting motivated to take their own disputes into that. Because most important thing is, if we go out and say promote mediation, who are those faces that we are putting out there? We need good human beings first of all, and we have to be able to tell people, yes, these people exist, they're all out there with you. So we are identifying them, those people, for them. We'll create a database, we'll create all that search thing, but let's get the people in. So down to a school and up to the global level, we have all this database of people. You can go click and those good human beings come out. So people know, yes, good people exist, first of all. So that's what we need to put out. So next gathering we have that. So what I was thinking was, which I've discussed in some other circle gathering, is what we'll do is we'll make a newsletter. So we'll have a Poland Mediation Circle newsletter. And what we discuss in the gatherings, we can put a little summary of that in the newsletter, because a lot of people don't have time to go through the entire recording and things like that. So little summary that, okay, Anna came, she shared her experience as how Alexandra helped her resolve something with her friend or whatever. Could be as simple as that. Let's just put it out and we'll circulate that. Of course, in Polish, we'll do that in Polish. So it goes out. But before we go further, oh, of course, if Alexander want to say something, is there something that you want to?
No, it's just everything very, very interesting, to be honest, because right now I am into so many conflicts at the moment that it's really necessary to do something in the world so that
Yes.
we can fix it. And the only concern that I have got is that sometimes I have got this feeling that it's really too late already,
No,
because the
never, never.
divisions are into really like so tiny little societies. I live in a very little village called Vetlina, which is even closer by border than Rzeszów. And I don't know why people are so tense. We are fighting if to buy or not to buy a coffee machine for our teachers. The teachers is our future.
Yep.
Like I don't get it. And right now, by the way, I did resolve this problem and we have this machine, which I'm very glad. It's very little problem,
Important.
but it is, and it's
Yeah,
fixed. And
exactly.
I'm very happy and successful about that.
No, no, that's
Without
really nice.
knives, guns, and things like this.
Exactly. This is exactly what we're talking about. That just the fact of this experience that you shared, people understand, yes, you can resolve things when you sit together. And this is again what that whole Medianos concept of the game that he has put out is, that just come, play the game, but at the same time, you are for experiencing conflict resolution, and you're of course learning about yourself also at the same time. Well, I'll tell you the problem that's happening, Margosata, is people are coming in and everything is happening in English. And I don't think, maybe they're not comfortable with the language. So now, from now on, we are only going to speak in Polish.
No, no, in Poland it's not a problem like in Italy. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. So what
In
I'm doing right
Poland,
now, yeah.
we have a really good. We are trying. We are ambitious, so it's not a problem for us.
So now what I'm going to take you through is the mediation circles which have been launched. So I'll give you an idea because it's broad. It's of course we have, this is the larger, okay, this is the larger World Mediation Circle. All the circles are part of it. Everyone becomes part of the larger whole. Then we have country wise. So every country. So this was India. Then we have these kinds of circles. So this is the World Indigenous Peoples Mediation Circle. So every country, the indigenous people, we actually get them. First of all, I mean, circles within them, the people itself, yes, but also people we need to learn from indigenous peoples also. Then the issues that they are facing with society, with communities all over the world, that has to be, there are lots of issues there which need to be resolved. And certain countries will be more of an issue. I don't know about Poland, what the situation with indigenous peoples is, that you'll tell us later. But there is, I mean, everywhere there are certain issues there. Then we have the International Reflective Practice Circle. Here we are going to come together and people will share their experiences in relation to their practice and learn from each other, and whatever maybe some complications came up, discuss that. So that's how, I mean, a lot of I work, we'll talk about it separately. And then we have the International Commercial Mediation Circle. So similarly, when you see international, just look at it as we just have a Poland one. So any global or world mediation circle gets converted into a national one. So Poland, we'll have a Poland one, and then we can keep going down to the smallest level. So there can be a community at the most, I mean, in your city, we can have that commercial mediation circle. So lots of circles to be created. Of course, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, ambitious program and definitely important. But to achieve the goals, mediators and mediation have a very important role to play. That has to be highlighted first of all. So when you look at goal number 17, it is about collaboration to achieve the goals. So who better than mediators to do that? So mediators, they have an important role there. And then for every goal, we'll have a separate mediation circle. So on International Women's Day, we launched the Gender Equality Mediation Circle. So Global Gender Equality Mediation Circle. So we'll have a Poland Gender Equality Mediation Circle. And even down, you can do it at an organization level, a Gender Equality Mediation Circle. So then the refugee, this is important for Poland, definitely. So you have the World Refugee Mediation Circle, and then you have a Poland Refugee Mediation Circle, and you know how important this is. I mean, you are be living through it, and you know integration of refugees into society, all the issues that come up there. Very important issues to be resolved, and mediators have such an important role there. And Alexandra, you've heard of her experience. Alexandra was at the Ukraine-Poland war border, and she worked with refugees. So all those experiences are out there. Idea is to bring them out so that people also know, yes, again, the same thing. As simple as someone giving us their experience, that this is what happened, this is what I was doing. So Alexandra's experience I have recorded, which is under my show called Mediator Experiences. So at least you can find out what work she did at the border, what was happening there. So similarly, it's just about, first of all, let's just put those nice stories which are already there. Let's share them. Let people know that these good things are happening. Because say Alexandra sitting there, who knows what was happening there? No, this is the good work happening on the ground. Let's talk about it. So a lot of work there. International Organizational Mediation Circle, for me, every organization should have a mediator, an outsourced mediator. Gabriela actually works with the International Labour Organization, so she's a mediator as an inside in the mediator. But I'm saying do it as a outsourced person if that independence can be something which is more important for people, that okay, this is an outsourced person, to confidentiality will be maintained, because there are workplace disputes that people might not want to take to someone who's part of the organization. But if there is an outsourced person which the organization appoints, that person is available to everyone to contact, but then doesn't go through the hierarchy of the organization. So every organization, we have to create a mediation circle. The other aspect of this is that the outsourced mediator has to create that culture within that organization by the same thing, by identifying those people who have the mindset within the organization and bring them together. Because an outsourced mediator, because we won't find too many people with that whole humanistic, heart, soul, spirituality, good human beings, and mediator mindset. There's lots for a person to come together. So you might not find so many people. So those limited people we have to use to, in terms of as the best we can. So they will identify those people with that mediator and peacemaker mindset within the organization, and then develop the culture in a manner where whenever, of course, workplace disputes definitely, then even with external parties, external stakeholders, if they have any issue, they bring those people first who are in the organization for those meetings. So that person brings in that kind of an atmosphere, tries to create a fair resolution on their own. Cannot be done, you bring your outsourced mediator. So first, try and get those right people into those meetings. And I've even said, like, look, if a contract is being drafted or some document for the organization is being drafted where the entire organization will be involved, a mediator has a very important role to bring everyone together, because every department in the organization can contribute and can make it. You say it's a project, and you bring in people who are implementing. So it's not just legal sitting. No, the person who's, say, the commercial comes in, the person who has to implement the project comes in. Those little very basic technical things which might come up, very simple practical things which will come up, that person can create that conversation, that dialogue between them. So what comes together is a very long term thing, that you might not have those issues with the project because you've already discussed it at the first stage. So to create that communication going, a mediator has a very important role to play. So a lot of work for the organization. I'm going to give you a brief right now. We'll keep discussing. We'll have a next, whenever we discuss it next, you'll have your thoughts. We'll do that. But I'm giving you the broader picture. So now the International Family Mediation Circle, I am saying every family, we have to have them create a mediation circle down to that level. And of course, people who are interested in the practice in relation to family mediation also come together. They share their experiences, and then they have a reflective practice circle. They come as group, they create a group, to a circle to have that discussion. So important. Then of course, Medianos, you know about Medianos. So let me tell people who haven't heard about it. So Massimiliano has created a game which I keep putting it out there. It's started off as a card game, and now it's about those facilitators actually creating sessions in organizations, schools, colleges, communities, and just take them through basic steps, experience conflict resolution. Don't go there to teach. And which is what I've always been saying, that no, we are not going to come and teach you anything. We are just going to bring out things which are all within you. It's all there inside you. No one takes that aspect out. So we are going to take that out. So that's important. And then the global school and college mediation circles. So, I mean, so how it works, I'll show you how it works. Okay, so these issues. So global environmental mediation circle, climate change, natural disaster, sustainability. So again, down to Poland and down to a school. A school can create a climate change mediation circle in the school, and a community can do that. Because what happens at the community level affects global. I mean, it's all works together. It's not an isolation. So it's important to bring the bring the right people together for that conversation, for that dialogue, and change can happen there at the local level, which will have its effect globally, and everyone learns from each other. So yes.
It's a very ambitious project, and I mean, but really in Poland, but I think that worldwide, maybe in some zones more, in others less, but we have a problem with people's willingness to mediate. So this is I don't know if it should be a generation change, or we will able to do it in our lives. For sure, we can try to do it, and it's really good for me if I here in Poland. I don't know what's the name of this girl, but it's coming. She's coming. The girl who helps to reconcile people. And I am so happy. They don't know even what's my name. but they name me like, oh, not even mediator, but the woman who reconcile people. And I said, are you offended because they didn't know my name? It's absolutely not. Call me like that, and this is great. But to be honest, it's not so easy. The agreement is weak. The mediation is for weak people. So all of those theses, and for example, even here, I have a huge problem about that. About choices, how to defend Ukraine, and I am not sure it's time for talking, but.
I mean, I would normally say, no, Margazada, we have to be positive. There are good people and we can, but the situation that you are living in is definitely, I mean, we can't even imagine. I mean, here you have something happening right close to where you are, and you're hearing a lot about it. Maybe you're even seeing those situations. And of course, people coming in, their situation, you're seeing all that. So for me, it's not, maybe not the right thing to even say, because definitely you're living in your mental state is of course affected by so much that's happening around you. For us it is okay, there is a report that happens, you see something, okay, this is happening. There's slowly what's happening is, I think we are becoming numb to all this. I think we just have so much coming to us on this, suddenly you become numb that no, these are individuals living there, they're individuals being affected. So it's I mean, for us to even imagine, like I said, it's a tough thing. But if we are looking at a long-term thing, because we need to, because look, wars have happened in history all throughout. It's like if somewhere or the other, some, of course you have the world wars, but you also have some conflicts or fire happening everywhere. Certain get highlighted more, certain don't get highlighted, but people are still dying. Even one person dying somewhere because of what? I mean, what are you fighting for? A piece of land? What are you fighting for? So there are so many vested interests that we have. Now you to fight each of those vested interests, not easy, because they've become powerful. Over time they become really powerful, and it will be difficult, but we don't have to lose hope because there are good people there. And if we can actually influence as we go along with the right people coming together, and we don't know how fast it can happen. It can happen really fast if people really see something good happening. And I'm saying down to a school or college level or a community level, a small little thing, that good thing happens, it can spread. The word can spread, and things can. I mean, I'm hoping that good things will happen. So
Yes,
let's.
absolutely. You don't have to be worried about my optimism. I'm really optimist. Some of people even called me naive. I am really
Yeah.
naive in what I am believing, and in what I believe and what I am doing. And I am very happy about my naive personality. I am doing this with real pleasure. So it's not a problem. Maybe there are some maybe we will find some tools to reach more people. Even here, I understand everybody has something on Friday evening, but we are so full of obligations or programs or something else that maybe until it is not it doesn't touch us personally, we are not so interested in. I know what I am talking about. I passed through a very difficult time with conflict, and what I experience, I will never give to somebody else. Never. So if I can share tools and change of mentality, I can say I was not so peacemaker mentality until the conflict came to me. So maybe it it is a reason, it was a purpose.
Yeah. I mean, you will, if you, whenever you can, you will, if you want to, share that aspect of it, what you went through, because that's what people have to know, that sometimes when you come out of these situations, or first of all, your evolution that happens, and then the message that you can spread is based on a certain personal thing which people will connect to. And that's what we want to do, people connecting with individual experiences, not theory. This is not theory. This is an experience. So this is what we need to put out there. I mean, it's something which, look, I said it can take a long time. It might just take a short time. But like you said, if some people are busy and they come in. Look, I have been on this for the last how many years? How many years? I have seen it with just two people sitting together. That's it. I have never stopped because I still have that optimism that, I mean, of course, I met so many people after that. I know they're good people in this world. So that's one thing clear. Yes, they are. Now, how do we bring them together? So that process, be it slow, for me, I mean, I can't ask for better because I just meet such wonderful people around the world. So I know, but now I want them to further take it up. And that's why these circles came up. Take it up in your, whoever you can. I'm saying if you have a child in your house, just ask the child that question and they will tell you about those children in the school. And when you talk to those children, you'll feel, okay, we have hope because these children are there. They have the mindset. They're actually helping people today, right now, but no one talks about it. So that's why I want to bring that out. And right at the smallest level, I mean, when you see that they're good people doing good things without any benefit for them, they're not benefiting from it. They're helping someone resolve something. Why do they have to do it? But it's a way of life for them. They just have to do it. So this is what we need to bring out. If we can, wherever we can, we'll record those experiences, make little clips, and circulate those clips.
What I want to share with you, it's strange, but I like these aspects of my life that there seems to be coincidences that I am not sure they are. And the first conference that maybe that I decided to share my experience about mediation was in Mumbai last year.
Wow.
And imagine what were the words that I end my presentation. It was words of Lincoln: discourage litigation, persuade your neighbors to compromise whenever you can, point out to them how the nominal winner is often a real loser in fees, expenses, and waste of time. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has a superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough. And those words I directed to maybe 80, mostly lawyers from all over the world. And it was like, the first minute it was strange because they're litigators. So, okay, Margarita, maybe you can go to schools with that. And I was like, okay. But there was also, I think, a judge. I don't remember her name. That she stand up and said, "Thank you, like, Madam, for your words, because the things are going to change." And those lawyers that maybe they are my colleagues, maybe they will watch me after that. And they were like, okay, maybe Margarita is focused on this mediation, come on, and so on. But after her words, it was just a little bit different. So I am absolutely sure that your way of thinking to put people inside the one soul that will help to take others, because it's like cycles. And they people will go into one by one.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact is that, look, even if two good people come together and they have, of course, a good conversation, that energy that goes around, other people do get attracted to it. And then it grows, and then it grows further. And that's what we want to do. First, let's bring good energy together. Who is really doing that? And why would someone do it? Why are you bringing good energy together? What do you benefit from it? So that's why those spaces are not created. But here, we are creating that space. We're bringing good people together, and I feel good things will happen whenever they do. I mean, we look, at least I feel satisfied, and you will feel satisfied, and Alexandra will feel satisfied. At least we did a bit. At least we did something. We put it out there, and good. People come in and it grows. Really we're very happy. But at least we tried. We are trying, and we will keep trying. That's what the important part for me is. So whenever I tell people, people tell me, I mean, look, I don't have discussions on politics because I don't even read the news at all. But because of this Israel-Palestine mediation circle, at least all the feed I'm getting on the Israel-Palestine situation, I'm getting a little too much information there, which I've tried to stay away from also. But I just feel that yes, if we put it out there, I mean, just a good conversation that happens, just an objective conversation, considering everyone's viewpoint, not doesn't happen because it doesn't benefit anyone. And that's what everything is around. How do I benefit from something? So getting good people together, no one benefits from. That's what. But let me take you through the other circles, and then we'll come back and you share your thoughts on that. So we did these, of course. Then the Israel-Palestine one, which again we'll do Russia, Ukraine, or whatever. I mean, lots of issues around. Then country-wise, a lot of things. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is a college in Delhi, in India. So they created this circle, but they are not using the word mediation. They're using the word Sulh because that's the word they connect with. So similarly, because look, we are not, I mean, mediation is a word that came up from somewhere. The concept is what we are promoting. The process is what we want people to use. It's not the word we have to push to them. So whatever word they feel comfortable, let them do that. So this college created this. Now interesting things come up. Now there is a student in that college. He's still doing his law. Tells us that in his family he's already helped resolve two disputes, and serious ones. One was related to a marriage, some was another, I think, property dispute or something like that, something serious. So he's a college student who's helped them resolve it. So these people are there. All we have to give them that confidence is go out and ask people if they have a dispute, help them. If they feel that yes, they can trust you, good. If they feel that you're too young, maybe you have these experienced mediators, bring them in, but don't bring them in as you are shadowing them. No, you become the co-mediator with them. So you learn on the job rather than all this role play and everything that goes on. There are enough disputes in this world to help resolve. Why we role playing? And real emotions are there. You can't even get them into role plays. You can't get that concept. So all the real things are for you. And at the same time, you're developing your practice. People get to know, and it's never too early to start a practice on this. Start when you're in college itself. I'm saying school also. But go out and tell people about yourself that you want to help them. And as you go around actually practicing your skill, you will evolve. Every time a person evolves in that, just that one, maybe just a meeting, you will evolve. Every moment you're evolving. So just do it. So that's what happens. So one, they're helping people in their families and communities. They're talking about it. And they are also getting you in because you become the face for that college as this is the person who's created this. This person is a mediator and they're creating this circle. So they get to know about you also. So they can bring you in, and that's you're marketing your practice in that sense. So that's how it is. So this is how the web functions. So this is the college. This is the Global College Mediation Circle. It's part of the India Mediation Circle. It's part of the World Mediation Circle. So that's how the web of mediation. So now in the Global College Mediation Circle, there'll be a college in Poland which will create one. Now those people will interact with these people and learn from each other's experience. And then they will have their connections which will be made. And because they're developing a practice, now they're developing an international practice. And for us, mediation can happen online very well. And you can be doing it for anyone and anywhere in the world. So a database between them, connections between them also happen. So that's how the web will function. Artificial intelligence mediation circle. I've been telling people, look, you have this concept of these 40 hour factories which are trying to create or make mediators. Now, here you have artificial intelligence which has access to so much material. Tell people that in their house they have a mediator sitting there. Go to ChatGPT or any other platform and tell that platform to be the mediator. You see the whole result, how it comes. It will take you through the process. It will actually, of course, get that conversation going. But when you ask it to suggest some solutions, it will suggest solutions. So people don't even need to bring someone in. Go there, at least attempt it. Like
Yes,
Medianos,
we
yeah,
remember Giuseppe Leone
Giuseppe also does something.
training, for example, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also about abilities to use it well.
No,
But yes, absolutely, it
no,
could
actually,
be.
the only difference between Giuseppe, what he's doing is he never says that use artificial intelligence as the mediator. Talks about support for the mediator. I am saying use it as the mediator. Just say you are the mediator between Malgorzata and Alexandra. Now take us through the process. He'll start taking you through the process. Then he'll tell you to share something. So you will share your issue. Then he'll ask, when you tell them you want to meet us separately or something, to say that, then you tell, okay, now it is only Malgorzata with you. He'll ask you questions and you will give your answers. Then it can have a separate one with them. It's very interesting. Just think it's a person. People still don't understand the whole how it can work because they're not considering it as a person. They're still thinking there's some limitations there. It's a machine. Don't get over that. Talk to it like I keep. I mean, I when I put up something in Chat GPT, I say, please tell me this. Please, I put that. It's a person you're talking to. Talk to the talk it to
Okay,
it.
okay, Vikram, let me say one thing. Legal disclaimer, because people will watch you. So I don't want to have problems with that. Remember, this is the information. If you put informations into the ChatGPT, remember they could be spread worldwide. So please, if you use ChatGPT as mediator, put general information, not specific ones, okay?
I'm saying put specific also. Don't use your name. Put some other
Okay,
name. Don't use your name.
okay.
But put specific because it can only help you if you put specific. If you put anything general, then it's like just another, I mean, maybe just another conversation, not getting, you can actually get to the root of the issue. You can actually, I mean, people can between themselves. So, look,
Without details,
yeah,
without details.
exactly. Because
Legal
these,
disclaimer.
yeah, because issues are all there. I mean, you were saying I have this fight with someone or whatever. Fights have happened. People, Mandy and I, once we were testing it out, and what we went through is Mandy is trying to kill me. What am I supposed to do? Things like that. Play with it. Play with it. I mean, you have so many things that you interact with, all kinds of apps and everything. Interact with it. Use it as a person sitting there as your first responder. You have a first
Okay,
responder.
okay, but you know that the hardest one is the first step, is to looking for the mediator. Because what I have problems as a mediator, it's not while people arguing. No, it's not for me a problem anymore. It was, but it was. It's not anymore. But the problem now when the person is hostile, doesn't want to speak. So you know that the first step going to mediation is the hardest one. So I always say, no, Gosia, no, we've just talked. We've just talked. And in that response, I'm saying, okay, so it means that you just talked and you need somebody to help you talking, communicating between you. And sometimes it helps, but many times, believe me not, we've just talked.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So now,
And I have got another thought, to be honest. I have got a thought that mediators sometimes are not taken like seriously. So it's even more problematic because like a lawyer is a lawyer and a mediator, who is a mediator? So that is why maybe people they don't want to introduce them into a conflict because they don't believe it will help. actually.
Yeah, because basically, Alexandra, what's happened is that this is the conditioning of the mind which has happened over not just tens of years, hundreds of years. That this whole structure of the courts which was created, because it was I mean, look, I am talking from the colonial perspective, because we were a colony and the British came in here and set up this whole structure of courts and lawyers. So this, over hundreds of years, this conditioning has been done. Disputes get resolved in courts and lawyers have to be part of it. Now you're now taking people away from that whole. Yeah.
The trick is that you have got yoga and Hare Krishna, so.
Yes. So look, now this is a whole that like spiritual development of society. That by itself is something that needs to happen, and people have to, of course, come together and do that. So yes, the conditioning of the mind that yes, you can first of all sit together by itself is major. Resolve your dispute through with a mediator is the second thing. Can we even sit together? So that's where the peacemakers are required. That yes, first step. But you, like you said, yes, lawyers, that respect in society in relation to dispute resolvers and mediators on this end, not valued. But that's the way the structure has been created in countries, and this is where the court system comes in. Free mediator to be paid so much, very some nominal amount. Why are you controlling that? Point is that I'm saying that if you are going to pay this mediator this thing in the court system, then you have a way that the lawyers also, litigating lawyers also get the same amount. So a person can come into court, wants to go to the mediator, gets say X amount. You want to go for litigation, lawyer also gets that X amount. Want to go for arbitration, the arbitrator also gets the X amount. Then there is that equalizing thing. But if you do that, all the lawyers in this on the country will be on the road. They'll stop the functioning of the courts, and that's because it's a lobby. They come together. When do mediators come together? Everyone's doing their individual work in some corner. Legislation in countries doesn't take them into account. They're just there. They're doing their work very nicely as good human beings, and good human beings are not valued, Alexandra. That's the problem.
Don't forget, we are lawyers too.
I know,
Vikram.
I'm a lawyer. Yes, we're all lawyers, and we know the other side. So we know what is really happening on the other side. And I mean, I hear all kinds of stories in relation to mediation in the court system, what experiences people are having. It's the worst situation that's happened. Devaluing mediation and connecting it to the courts. What worse can you do? We want people to understand you don't go there. I'm saying you don't go to a lawyer to resolve disputes. A lawyer is supposed to be an expert in the law. When you need something in relation to a legal issue and you need some clarifications or more information, you bring a lawyer. But that's not how disputes are resolved. Disputes are not resolved by understanding the law. Okay, we have experts on the law, but all issues do not have that law point of view in it. There is so much work which happens in disputes, but it's never considered. So I'm trying to create it from that end, that we bring in lawyers, and we need lawyers. We need the good lawyers. We need the lawyers with that mediation mindset, because we will need them for people. If you have a mediation which happens and there is a settlement which they reach, we want the good lawyers to get them to put it drafted properly, so that they don't create issues there, but they actually help them draft it. We need those good lawyers. So, and if there's an issue of law which comes in, when you bring in that expert, bring in that lawyer who has that mindset, is actually trying to put it out in a manner to, so that it explains the entire picture to them. It's not, because lawyers are used to that one side concept, but there are lawyers who want to put the larger picture. They will tell you this, they'll tell you that also. So we need
And
those lawyers.
the positive thing that I can add, I think at the end, that it's maybe the result because we were not educated about mediation, alternative dispute resolution, even though I don't like the name alternative. For me, they equal, as you said. But I'm happy what's happening in my region, for example, where I was so grateful for implementing in the studies of students of law to implement mediation and alternative dispute resolution, that first times students had to choose my subject as mediation, for example, and now it's slowly going into program. Also for junior lawyers, the same. So there is a change. I hope there will be more changes, and I see really the interest of students, for example, about mediation and mediator career, I can say.
So for that, I tell you, Margosata, you have to show them a path. The issue is that on the path, the mediation path, is not something that they can see, they see a future in. Because mediators don't see a future in it. Mediators are looking at how can they practice only as mediators. That's what's happening in the world. So how do I show a young person who's just graduated that path or is in college that path? So one, I'm showing them this, that you can immediately get into your families and your communities and start the process. So now, first of all, you'll understand whether you want to do this. And you actually, as you evolve, because one is I want to bring people together. I want them to stop fighting. I want them to sit together. So, okay, you have the peacemaker mindset. But are you a mediator? Because that's a different skill, which we have to differentiate for them. Because this is where sometimes people go wrong. I want peace in the world, so I'm a mediator. No, you're not a mediator. That's another skill. So, yes, go out, try it out. There are enough disputes. I mean, I'm saying forget disputes, as that's why I don't like to use those the big words, conflicts, dispute, big words. Simple fights, misunderstandings, miscommunication, whatever it is. Use simple words and go out and help your friends, family, anyone get into that and just see whether this is what you want to do. So now you understood, yes, you want to do this. There are enough opportunities out there. Now there's this girl who was in the India Mediation Circle. We had a gathering. Now this girl, she graduated last year from law. She's a lawyer, and her father is also a lawyer and wanted her to start working in the court. Now she had this mediator mindset. So she said, okay, we need some time. I'm trying to do this. She was getting nothing. She went out, she went to villages and everything, talked to people, nothing happened. And she was very disillusioned. I mean, I kept telling her, but I mean, you have to follow this. And then now she's found a way. She's got into she started getting work, some banking related work and things like that. She says, yesterday, this was only on 13th only. We had that gathering. That recording is also there. She's saying now she has already done 100 mediations. This is just a person who's graduated from college. So there's enough opportunities out there. It is just to, first of all, you have to stick to it. But on the other side, when you look at the other side, then you have if you look at, because this is a materialistic society, so your path, you'll have a senior lawyer in Poland and everyone will say, oh, this person is earning so much. Then if you ask a full-time mediator, what are you earning that much? Maybe both of you have 20 years experience. They might say, no, that the senior advocate who's litigating is getting so much. So if they are looking at that path, maybe it'll be difficult to explain to them. So that's why we are creating these opportunities. And what Alexandra said, that mediators are not valued the way, maybe the way positioning of the litigating lawyers. So we are changing that. We're actually getting them to value them by them themselves valuing themselves. Mediators have to start valuing themselves. Oh, we are adding value. We are not just here to, I mean, we do something important for you and charge for it. Charge for it. The point is that everyone's got used to these people who are anyway going to do it. They'll do it for free because it's a passion for them. Oh yeah, we have to get them to value themselves, get paid for it, and then I feel over time, as we go along, things can change. We'll see their issues that young people face. So Chang Yuan is also from Poland.
Now he is from Singapore, but he is a really good friend of mine that we had a presentation in Mumbai together about expansion of mediation.
Okay, Chong Yuan, you are here, but normally people outside the country are not allowed in the Poland. Like Poland Mediation Circle is only from people for Poland. Then we have a Singapore Mediation Circle we have to create. Then the Singapore people come in. Then we have the gathering of the World Mediation Circle where everyone comes in. Because what happened was there are other people also who said, we want to attend some other country's mediation circle thing. I said, then everything will become the World Mediation Circle. Where is the country? Because here we want people from that country to bond together, come together, and then we'll bring other people in. Okay, Chong?
Sorry, Vikram, I
We
didn't
have
know. I put the message on my mediators group. So you are welcome and see you in Poland.
yeah, but Chong, we can always we have to launch the Singapore Mediation Circle also. So let's start looking at when that has to happen. Yes, Chong? You want to say something?
No, I mean it's about 12 midnight right now. Just like to I saw it on Magozata's LinkedIn and decided to see what's happening. I didn't expect it to actually be going on right now too.
No, we don't mind you being here, but I'm just trying to say that actually the idea was always that, I mean, a lot of people, like I said, wanted to be part of other circles, and nothing will. I mean, it'll be the same thing, the same World Mediation Circle gatherings every point of time. So don't get offended. You are part of the circle. We will create the Singapore Mediation Circle, and we'll have that conversation. And anyways, midnight for you, Chong. You should be sleeping at this time, shouldn't you? Ain't it midnight now?
Yeah, it's midnight right now.
Okay. So what you can do is you actually maybe you can actually watch it on YouTube also. But the Singapore Mediation Circle we need to launch, Malgus. I'll talk to him about that because I need to do that.
Yeah,
Also.
connect with UN. He is a great mediator, also family one. So yeah, I think you will have a great opportunity to talk together.
Yeah, but perfect. But you can definitely listen to what's happening. Not a problem. This is an introduction to the whole concept. So what I was doing was I was taking you through the other circles just to take you quickly through what all has already been launched. So artificial intelligence, like I said, is important. So that part of it we need to definitely use. But what was also going to happen is, I mean, look, these are platforms which a lot of inputs definitely need to go in. So if mediators around the world do a little summary of their mediations, so they actually go through whatever was the issue, what they did, and what solutions came out, and start inputting it into a platform. How will artificial intelligence learn if all these things are happening in closed rooms? Well, mediations, there is no public access to what happens in a mediation. So if that summary, at least something is available for artificial intelligence to learn from, so let's start doing that. We'll create a platform for just a conflict resolution platform. As we go along, we can always do that. So then we have gatherings of the circles of this Israel-Palestine. We had that gathering, the World Mediation Circle. We'll have a gathering on the last Friday of the month. Okay, so same time. And so I'll put that out. So Turkey happened, and there's that book that Massimiliano wrote talking about of the game. Then Ecuador, and this is a community that I live in. Ghana. So these shows are not happening now. I've done so many of these shows and events and all, but now the focus is on creating these mediation circles. But this is a series that I have, which is talking books, because some of us don't read them, which is me. We started from me, so I don't read them. But let's have a conversation about the book with the author. So all these recordings are there. I'll tell you where to find them. Then we have the anniversary of the YouTube channel. Then Greece. This is another book that Sherry has written. Nice concept it was. Her
Vikram, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I really have to go right now. So if you don't mind, I will just run because I need to be on a meeting at 6 o'clock and I don't have too much
thank you for
time.
coming, Alexander. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for meeting.
But
all of you.
Just remember that
See you at the meeting.
Yeah, we're going to have a gathering of the circle on the third Friday of the month. So third
Wonderful.
Friday of
Yeah.
April, which is 19th of April, at the same time.
Perfect.
No, we can't have it at
Thank
the same
you
time.
so
It
much
won't
for
be
your
at the same
time.
time. Yeah, we won't have the same time. We'll change the time because there's a launch of another circle. Thank you very
Great.
much. We'll see you then. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So I want to finish this because just the larger picture. So we'll give you that. And then we'll go into what your thoughts on those are. Okay, this is country wise. Now, basically, after that, these are the country ones which have happened. So issue ones, I showed you what the issue based ones were. So then the gatherings, the Italy one, Australia, there's Reflective Practice Circle, France, Peru, Pakistan. Then, like I said, this is each of those goals will have a separate circle. So this is what we've done, the gender equality one. So this is goal number 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals. And then we have the gathering of the India Mediation Circle. We have Poland. Actually, the ones in between, before USA, there's Mexico happening, there's Benin, Zambia, and yeah, a lot of them happening. So, Maruzata, your thoughts? Anything?
My thoughts are that it's great that it's happening now. And I think that we have a lot of work to do. And maybe we we will be able to have more mediation mindset people, mediation oriented mindset people, because as you said, it's not about only mediators as professionals, but to have impact on changing the mindset of in resolution of conflicts. So I think this is something very important, but at the same time very difficult, because we are in the societies that are black and white, and we have to explain from the beginning. Maybe there is a third solution, and what I'm trying to say always, maybe there is a third solution, and people are like that. No. Yeah, but what if? And they are trying to understand maybe.
No, but that's what I'm saying, Maruzata, that the fact is we are not even going and saying that. We are saying that that solution is out there. It's already happening. We are just putting it out, highlighting it, and getting those people together. So that's why the sharing of experiences is really important. That's what the thing. I mean, this is what I feel is the most important part, that people connect to those people who are there, because it's now someone that you say it's a college or a school and a community. Communities also, look, it's a little difficult, but how do you even say there is a community? Because communities are broken up. So it's not to say a community as such might be difficult, but schools, colleges, and organizations are available as communities, because those people at least are there in a space, they connect to it. So those people we immediately can ask that question that I told you. They will bring those names out, and at the basic level. So it's not that we need to have the larger Poland mediation circle gathering. It is in just that those school children will bring together. So I'm saying just identify one school, one college, one organization, one community, and let's take it further. Chong is off to sleep. Huh? It's little midnight for him. What I'll do is I'll stop his video so
Yeah,
that.
I have
See,
to go
Chong,
also.
yeah. So, so I mean, concept we put out there. Now, basic steps we'll start taking. So what you have to do is just at least one school, one college, one community. Let's just bring those people, ask them that question, bring those people into some gathering. We don't even have to record it. We don't have to put it out on YouTube. We'll have that conversation with them. And then if they want to share their experiences, we can record those experiences and we'll take it from there. Yes.
Try to do it again.
Great. So
And
two
again
things.
and again.
So yeah. So two things. The next gathering of the circle, when do you want to keep it? Because 19th at this time there is that USA mediation circle in April.
I am not sure. Friday afternoon is a good idea for Polish people.
Yeah.
So
what is a good day? What is a good day? What is a good time?
it could be other day, even
Whichever. Tell me. Whatever.
Monday.
Monday is okay. So Monday, 15th April.
15.
What time? What time is a good time?
Yes, like that, but because it should be also good for you, like 4 o'clock. Yes.
4 o'clock is okay. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Monday to 15th
So
April.
in 1 month, because today is 15.
Yeah. So 15th April at the same time. Only difference is that because it is 4 o'clock for you right now, it's 8:30 for me, but you are also going to change your time now? Or has it already changed?
No.
When is it changing? When do you go to daylight time?
I don't know, in 1 week maybe. I am not sure.
Okay, so then it will become 7:30 for me. So that I think that change will happen. So I'll note that. I'll check on the thing. For you, you keep it at 4 o'clock Poland time. I'll check what time it is for me because I think it'll become 7:30. It won't be 8:30.
Okay.
So we'll do that. And second, if you reach out, bring other people in who send out that message. So we just have to put it out there. Look, this is not just professional mediators coming together. This is about at the grassroots level. We have to bring that. So let's do that. The other thing is that on Friday, last Friday of the month, if you think Friday is not a good day to meet, is that what you're saying? Because I wanted to do the World Mediation Circle gathering. So what days do you think? I mean, I thought it was the last Friday of the month. But what do you suggest? Which is a better day? Tuesdays are better. What are better?
Yeah, Tuesday, but worldwide, not only for Polish people, worldwide, yes, or
Worldwide. That's worldwide. That one is the. So do you think I should do it in the last Tuesday of the month? Tuesdays are better? Because if I say last day of the month, then if it's a Saturday or Sunday, people might not be able to come.
yeah, Thursday is better.
Thursday or Tuesday? Tuesday is not good?
Tuesday?
No?
For me, it will be 30 of, it will be difficult, the 30 of April, because we have a long weekend after, from 1st May. So if you prefer, it's like, but 25th of.
Okay, we won't do 25th. 25th. We won't do.
Okay.
We'll okay, we fix another day. Let me see what
Okay,
are
okay.
the other options. We can do a week before that. We can do a week before that. We can do it on the 23rd or something like that. We have to do, first of all, we have to do it in March, end of March. So, do you think 26th is a good idea? 26th, we have a Brazil Mediation Circle gathering. We launch.
For me, not, because I'm in Warsaw. But are you thinking about a global, not only Polish, yes?
Yeah, global.
So
Maybe
28th.
28th, yeah. Thursday. You think so? Thursdays you think is a good time, good day.
Better than Friday.
Perfect. So let's keep Thursday. The World Mediation Circle. That's okay. Gathering. Let's get everyone into that. So that's 28th of March.
4 o'clock. Yes.
4 o'clock. No, this case because you will change your time, so it should become. I think it'll become 5 o'clock for you. It seems.
5. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, let me just check the time converter. No, this is what happens when you change your time. Then the whole calculation for you people changes. For us, it remains the same. So we don't change. We don't have daylight saving. So what you do is just keep it as 7:30 India time. Okay, yes, you can check then 7:30 India time what it is for you. Right, we'll keep it at 7:30. I think it'll be 4 o'clock only. 7:30 India time.
I will check it later. I really have to go.
Yeah, perfect. So I'll put that message out. So thank you very much, Marjorata, for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Have a nice weekend. Bye.